Hi, my name is Denise Appleby, and I'm the IRA Whisperer. I have a question for you. Did you know that distributions taken before the account owner reaches age 59 and a half are subject to a 10% additional tax, commonly referred to as a 10% early distribution penalty? You probably know that. And you probably know that there are some exceptions to the 10% early distribution penalty. You probably also know that an IRA custodian or plan administrator should report some exceptions on the IRS Form 1099-R as a heads up to the IRS to say, listen, this person is under age 59 and a half. They have taken an early distribution, but guess what? This distribution is exempted from the 10% early distribution penalty. But I bet you didn't know that the IRA custodian or plan administrator is not required to report all exceptions. If it's due to death, then they'll report that with A Code 4 in Box 7 of 1099-R. They'll report disability. They'll report Roth conversions if it's done as a direct conversion. Those are some of the examples. But if a distribution is taken for reasons such as the first-time home buyer purchase, a qualified reservist distribution, a qualified birth or adoption distribution, emergency personal expenses distribution, terminally ill individuals who take distributions, distributions for domestic abuse. Those are just some of the exceptions that apply to the 10% early distribution penalty, but the IRA custodian and plan trustee will not report those as exceptions on the Form 1099-R because the IRS have told them that they shouldn't. And one of the reasons for that is that they have no way of confirming eligibility. And so, they probably could in a lot of cases, but it would be an onerous process. So the IRS have given them an out. So what happens when the IRA custodian reports those distributions with A Code 1 in Box 7 of 1099-R? A Code 1 means that the distribution was taken before age 59 and a half. And as far as the IRA custodian knows, the amount is likely subject to the 10% early distribution penalty. Now, in a case like that, if the individual does qualify for an exception to the 10% early distribution penalty, but the 1099-R does not reflect that, then IRS Form 5329 must be filed to override the Code 1 in Box 7 of Form 1099-R. Now, you're probably listening to me. I'd like you to look at the screen as well, because I'm showing images of some of the forms and what they will look like when they're filled out with the right code in Box 7 of 1099-R. What happens if someone doesn't file the Form 1099-R when they should? Then they might find that they're paying the IRS the 10% early distribution penalty when they don't owe it. And unfortunately, this happens more often than we think. My name is Denise Appleby. I'm the IRA Whisperer, and this is an IRA tip.